See, I can see why you called your album Die Lit, baby.
Die Lit.
It's
a lifestyle. You know?
Exactly.
I really do this shit. Like,
yeah, man.
And it's not, and I'm not being cocky. This is what I live up to.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not being cocky when I say Die Lit. Or I do this shit like every day when I wake up. I'm thinking about a million things. I'm psyching out. I'm just doing everything that you expect me to do and more. You feel me? And when I mean by Die Lit, it's more so just like whatever you do, man, just do that shit to the fullest.
Exactly.
Because you never know when it could be over, and you ain't gotta be dead for it to be over.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You don't have to be dead for it to be over.
Yes. Yeah, that shit can be over before you know it, man.
Man, anybody.
And then you look back and you forgot to enjoy it, man.
Gone. Die Lit, man.
Yeah, man.
Have fun while you doing this shit.
I'ma go fuck that bitch. I'ma go dash that bitch. Shawty gon' suck this dick. Shawty gon' suck this dick. That's a pull up bitch. Don't make me pull up, yeah. I smash that dot, then pull out bitch. My bitch the Flacco, watch me pull up, take your chain, little bitch. I'm on Debo lit. I'm on Migo lit. I'm on Kilo lit. I go psycho bitch. Watch me suck your bitch. Watch me thrash that bitch. Then I pass that bitch. Got the product bitch. Got one for the zip. Got that product bag. Got one for my bitch. Lil' boy hit like bleach. Lil' boy did my bitch. Got me mad shit. So I slapped the bitch. I'm in them beans flip. I'm in the lean flip. I'm in them beans flip. I'm in the lean flip. I'm in them beans flip. I'm in the lean flip. I'm in them beans flip. I'm in the lean flip. I'm in them beans flip. I'm in the beans flip. I'm in the lean flip. I'm in them beans flip. I'm in the lean flip. On a little bitch you get hit. Give me that bitch with the stick. Give me that bitch with the key. I get that money like blow. I'm in that bitch with Lil' me. I do this shit in my sleep. Shawty tell me she so geek. Shawty for me she so geek. I'm in that bitch and no fleet. I put VVs on my links. Shawty can't wait till we link. Fuck with that K, you get get laid on your ass, you get I play with that dirty little bitch. I need a mess for this heat. I need to get for my bitch.
Baby, pull it up, pull it up, pull it up. Baby, pull it up, pull it up, pull it up. Baby, pull it up, pull it up.
So man, bro, after having a successful year in 2017, bro, I mean that ass, bro, dropping his first ever official tape, bro, self-titled, my nigga, hit after hit, Magnolia, Woke Up Like This, bro, all those songs just becoming big songs for Carti and shit, which was a big move and shit, man, linking up with the legendary producer Pierre Bourne, bro. That will be an introduction for Pierre. It really will be an introduction for both and shit, where they'll introduce a whole new sound and shit like that, a different way of beats that wasn't really that common and rap up to that point. We gotta take it back to the year 2018, bro, where Carti will literally prove that he was here to stay, my nigga. Him and Pierre would take the sound for 2017 and just elevate it to a whole new level and shit, bro. I mean that ass like the more it's like the sound of the Pierre and shit, the more punk aesthetic that just Carti music really became. Just the more Carti started switching style up and shit from aesthetic wise, sound wise. This a whole new vibe that was like a continuation from 2017, bro. And just expanding on really switching his genre and just groundbreaking music, bro. That ass 2018 was the year of all that. But man, bro, you know how this shit goes, man, bro. If you new here, hit that subscribe button, man. If you old here, hit that subscribe button, man. If you think you saw any one of my videos before, I mean anywhere, bro. Your phone, bro. Your cousin phone, bro. My phone, bro. Carti phone, bro. Anywhere, bro. Hit that subscribe button, man. I'm not playing, man. We going crazy all 2025. But man, bro, y'all obviously see who we talking about, man, bro. We got another one for y'all, man, bro. One of my favorite all-time rappers, like I stated in any other video I bring up, bro. The motherfucking GOAT, man. The legendary motherfucking Playboi Carti, bro. But not any era Playboi Carti, bro. 2018 Die-Lit era Playboi Carti, man. Y'all give him a round of applause, man. Yes, man. Yes, man. Yes. But nah, man. Playboi Carti Die-Lit era, bro. This is literally like probably one of my favorite eras from Carti. Not my all-time favorite eras, but definitely one of my favorite eras and shit. Like, you really had to be there in real times to experience like just this era of Carti, bro. Like, Carti really was taking that punk sound and shit, and it's like way before a whole lot of red and all that shit, bro. Before he went far with that sound and shit, this was like the beginning stages of it, and just a whole new sound that was literally like a branch off of just self-titled and leading up to this time, man. What a good time to be a Carti fan, man. And it's like Carti was getting looked at in the limelight like in a good way too and shit like that, because you gotta realize, bro, like taking it back to 2016, 2017, bro, Carti was like, you know, unknown and shit like that, you know, up until like self-titled Magnolia dropped. That's when he became, like, you feel me, he started to get a little mainstream buzz and shit. Well, you can say it was mainstream buzz, but I say it kind of went on more like around this time of Die-Lit 2018 came and shit like that. People was more, you know, recognize who he was and shit. He was starting to perform on like big TV shows and shit like that. It's like he was just everywhere at this point and shit. So it was a golden era to be a Carti fan, bro, for sure. But nah, man, I ain't gonna keep this intro rolling that long, man, because we got a whole video about this shit that we finna talk about, man. So you already know how this shit goes, bro. You and your girl actually do got an assignment for y'all this time, bro. You and your girl, bro, I know it's summer, bro, so you know, your boy got summer school and shit like that. So you and your girl, bro, y'all go log into y'all computer, bro. Make sure y'all do some work, man. I know y'all behind with a lot of shit, bro. Make sure y'all do some work, man. Go to the back, bro. Drive to the local McDonald's, though, before you do any of that. Get you 2 kids meals and shit like that, man. Just for y'all, though. 2 kids meals, bro. Then drive back to the crib. Do some more work. Then turn this video on and listen to me out for however long this video finna be. So like I said, bro, after dropping his highly anticipated mixtape self-titled in early 2017, bro, Carti Pierre wouldn't waste no more time, bro. They would let that start working on Die-Lit literally soon after like self-titled like was dropped and shit like that, bro. Yeah, it was hella shit, hella snippets that Carti was giving us that would just already letting us know that an album was down there on the way, like, you know, immediately after that. And I know that's a factor because literally, bro, it was like that ass like a month after, like, I want to say after self-titled came out and shit. It's when Tory Lanez was trying to remix Magnolia and shit like that, bro. And Pierre and Carti had uploaded a video basically saying like, you know, don't remix my shit and like that. You know, they weren't throwing no names, but we all knew who they were talking about and shit. But if you listen closely in the background, bro, you can hear Old Money, like the early version of Old Money already getting played. And then it like the same exact verse and shit like that. It just was an early draft for it.
No flow, bad bitch, sip for one, sip slow, kick shit.
Yo, size my nigga for beats and some stuff. All y'all niggas being booty, nigga. Don't do that remix shit. Don't remix my shit.
And that was like May of 2017 and shit like that. So he was cooking up Die-Lit literally after releasing self-titled. And then, you know, bro, it was hella just snippets and shit that was just coming from this era in general. But like, I'd say then probably like the whole rest of 2017 was majority of just Carti, like, on Snapchat, Instagram, preview, and hella unreleased songs that was forming in this Die-Lit era and shit. And then it's like he slowly started leaning out of that self-titled era and shit. Like wearing John Warrens, just wearing like typical outfits, Supreme and shit like that. To just really moving into more like that punk aesthetic that he was really pushing for Die-Lit and shit. But then again, bro, out of everything, bro, if you're not a Carti fan, but you already know everything of Carti, bro, the word Carti and leak in the same sentence goes together so perfect, bro. Like, that's one thing that's Carti. I want to say that's Carti's worst nightmare, bro. That nigga hate leaks, bro. I'm pretty sure. Now, it done been speculation over the years that they say that Carti be leaking some of that shit himself, but I definitely think, like, he don't be leaking majority of that shit, though. And that's kind of where it was with Die-Lit, bro. Die-Lit, it was so much shit leaking from Die-Lit, bro. It was at a point where it was kind of like, it was then at a point it was like, alright, bro, like this shit getting a little questionable because they was leaking certain shit that was like actually was gonna be on the album. Because people knew an album was coming and shit like that, bro. Because Carti Instagram story late 2017, basically confirming saying album mode and shit. Pierre was kind of confirming the album and shit. And then, bro, out of nowhere, like I said, it was hella like just something leaked starting to become mainly popular and shit like that. You know, then you gotta think back to 2018, bro. Carti wasn't really Carti yet, bro. He was Carti, but he wasn't like. The thing about Carti, but his leaks at that point wasn't that powerful than what it became later on in time and shit like that. So, you know, it basically like when the label was seeing that half of this nigga shit was starting to leak, they kind of were just like panicking type shit like that. You know, nowadays, Carti, all that shit, some shit leaks for Carti and shit like that. Carti go back into the lab and kind of rework on the shit. At that time, it wasn't like that because his community wasn't that crazy at it as it is now. And one song ended up leaking and shit, which was Love's Hurt with Travis Scott and shit. That song ended up leaking and shit, and that was then like the single and shit. So Carti then like instantly dropped it on SoundCloud immediately the same day it leaked, probably like a couple hours later. And I remember that shit too. And then you gotta realize it was hella leaks that just kept coming, bro. Like some of the shit that was sort of like the intros, like they go off and shit like that. I'm pretty sure all the Carti fans that's watching this shit know, bro. They go off. It's a classic leak in the Carti community and shit. And that originally was the intro to the album shit. I think before a long time, if I'm not mistaken, I think the original track list had got leaked like after a while and shit like that. And They Go Off was supposed to be the intro, and Long Time was supposed to be the outro and shit like that. And I couldn't really imagine Long Time being the outro and shit because like Long Time is just like, it's such an intro type of song now that we done had Dalit for like over 7-8 years now. They just got the crazy to look at that as an outro. So man, bro, leaks after leaks kept happening and shit, and then boom, bro, out of nowhere. But like, it's like the label really forced Carti to drop the shit, like a panic drop down there, and Dalit would drop and shit like that, bro. But like, it was kind of like a panic drop though, like, cause it was hella shit that actually was gonna be on the album that was starting to leak. Like down there, I want to say probably about the little last 2 days before it officially dropped, half of the album was already circulating the internet and shit. Cause we already had a shooter leak and shit like that. The OG would have had Uzi original verse on there and shit. All that shit was starting to surface the internet. So, you know, they just ended up dropping the album as a full on literally, and out of that, we had the album. But like I said though, it was hella leaks that was coming from that shit though, bro. Classic grail leaks and shit like that. And these are technically Dalit throwaways and shit like that. I just felt like I had to include them in this video because these are such on grail songs. You haven't heard these songs for Carti for this time period, bro, you sleeping, my nigga. I mean, classic shit like that. And this before the album. This is just shit that he was working on that was supposed to be on the album, or that was just made around the time he was making the album and shit like that, bro. And these are throwaways, by the way, so just take that for consideration, bro. With songs like Supersonic, my nigga with Some Baby was crazy.
Cat baby, I run baby, super son, what? Young, what? Baby, I run it, baby, fuck all the time fast, super son, shot it, get it, got it, get it, got it, fast, super son, shot it, bite it, eat it, fight it.
Mad was crazy than a bitch, nigga.
I'm gonna go smash, to fit in my dad, niggas they mad, niggas be mad, they wishing I crack, they wishing I laugh.
V-Long jacket's fire, bro.
Got no keys to the Bentley and my baby out. Got that V-Long jacket with that 30 out. All my bitches mad at me, they wanna fight it out. Knock it out the price, trying to strike me out.
3 Times is a classic, bro. And that shit making rounds on TikTok right now, bro. Shawty in Love, man, of course.
Shawty in love with the geek. 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 Popping them motherfucking pills. Shawty in love with the geek.
They Go Off, it's a classic, nigga.
Shawty going out of the team. 3,500 for D. Said play. I got your hoe on the leash. All on her knees, ready to preach. Suck on my dick like a leech.
Cash shit is crazy.
If I'm a bitch, then I'm a baddest bitch. Bitch. Set flex a lot. Boy, I flex, bitch. I pop a Glock. Boy, I pop shit. I rock the show. It's your mosh pit.
No feel. Like Pierre was all over the shit. Arm and Leg is a classic.
I need an arm and leg. I need an arm and head. Carti and love it, leg. Arm and leg. Head and check, bitch. Arm and leg. get a check.
Dropped out is classy than a bitch, nigga.
I dropped low, then I came up. I went out, then I got up. Dropped it on the armor, on the block till the sun up. Told my bitch don't wait up. I get hunting killer. I go Bryson Tiller. Shot in one of Dilla.
Moving different is fire, bro. Come on, man. Motherfucking Canary Diamonds is crazy, bro.
Fuck up where the rain. Canary yellow diamond, baby girl. Diamond with this shit. He went Elliot. Jesus hit his with his shit. Just like Fawcett, bitch.
I mean, it's hella shit that comes from this era, bro. Come on, bro. Tattoos is fire, bro. Me was fire than a bitch, nigga. Come on, bro. It's hella grails from this era, bro. That Carti, that he should have just fucking dropped, bro. He should have dropped these shit. That shit would have made for a classic. But yalllllll is a classic, though. Don't get me wrong. And then, man, bro, on May 11, 2018, bro, Carti would drop his debut studio album, yalllll, my nigga. This shit right here, man, takes me back to just middle school, bro. I literally only think it's middle school, bro. And literally, just the whole drop of us rain a whole lot of red, bro. Like, this album got us through quarantine, bro. That ass, bro. Carti took forever to drop a whole lot of red and shit like that. So, bro, this was kind of like the last, like, little shits that we done had, bro. That a full body of work we had for the nigga before that, bro. And this album right here is classic, bro. It's damn near like one of the greatest albums, and it really influential, bro. Now I ain't gonna talk about that, but this project really influential, bro. It really kind of like made the current underground. Now you can say a whole lot of red did, but really this album, like Oh Summer Song for example, he's the perfect example of like trying to really duplicate this time frame for Carti and shit like that. You know, I feel like you can't really duplicate it, but he's the perfect example of trying to. But nah, man, this Carti project is classic, bro. This shit literally takes me back. Probably one of my favorite albums by Carti, bro. Come on, bro. Y'all know this shit got classic songs on it, bro. R.I.P. is classic in a bitch, nigga.
I'm on my dog, fight with my dog, yeah. Shoot with my dog, yeah. I want your thigh, I want your pride, yeah. She all on my lap. Counting the nights, all of my ghost shit. Hit to the loft, I got that strap, all of my dick. Ain't hitting it rock. I done let Ellie, try to back. Ain't holding the night, shoot. I got that bitch free on the back. The bitch got a box. Fuck that mama shit. Fuck that mama shit. Buy that cut from my mama. Off that mama shit.
Come on, bro. Shooter with Uzi is classic, nigga.
Walk up with my toolie, what they do? Meet me in the alley with the troops. I got red shooters, I got blue. Let that thing down and point at you.
Come on, bro. Right now with Pierre's fire, bro.
Nah, right now. Nah, right now. Nah, right now. Nah.
Come on, bro. Home, bro.
She don't play with bitches. She don't play with hoes. Yeah, she with the shit. She might kill a hoe. Yeah, if it's by your Carti. Yeah, my bitch on go. When she on that molly, anything goes. She was in Miami on a fucking boat with some ball players. She left them niggas broke.
Classic, nigga. Fell in love with Bryson Tiller.
I fell in love, but that's okay. Cause we in love. Oh my God, fell in love with the love.
Classic, nigga. Mileage with Chief Keef.
Miley Cyrus, catching bodies. Don't care, that pussy got some mileage. Don't care, your pussy got some mileage. Don't care, your pussy got some mileage.
Classic, nigga. R.P. Fredo with Young Nudie is classic.
Hitting that bitch for the fight. Nourish me, yeah. Hitting that boy with the fight. Nigga, they nourish me, yeah. I'm hitting that bitch with some fight. He ain't even nourish me, yeah. Hitting that bitch with the fight. A nigga, they nourish me.
Middle of the summer, bro. Come on, bro. We all know Red, Cold Hearted.
I'm in this bitch from your Carti. Riding around with the top down. All these bitches so naughty. They tryna fuck on us right now. If Carti with it, then I'm run. Got 100 on the neck. Ain't no stopping, bitch, I'm popping.
She ran that bitch, bro. She ran that bitch. We don't even listen to the song Fuck Carti. She just ran that bitch on her own, bro. Come on, bro. Foreign was classic, bro.
Diamonds on diamonds on diamonds. Empty your pockets and pay that little homie. I got powers in the lobby. I got powers right behind me. Cranberry drip with the red. I might just pull up and bop. Walk in the lobby like God. You can't trust me, I'm too pop.
Flatbed Freestyle was the perfect first example of motherfucking the baby voice coming to light and shit.
Effing and I smoke an organ. She been down, she need some more breath. I got smoke all in the air. Fuck this up and you get left.
Like, this album had classics, bro. You can't never go wrong with this project, bro. This is one of Carti's best projects, like I said. And like I said earlier, bro, it was a smooth transition from self-titled era to like leading up to this project. A smooth transition, bro, because you gotta think about it, bro. Like I said, he started working on this project immediately after dropping self-titled and shit like that. So once him and Pierre went in the studio and locked in and shit like that, you know, Carti really know what he want to do and shit like that. Like, that's why each Carti album always seemed different than from the last, because he never really tried to stick to the same formula and shit, because he could have really just kept that self-titled momentum going. Like, that ass, he could have easily kept that going, kept that same sound, and just really could have kept that shit going. But nah, he went in there and made something. He wanted to make something and switch it up and shit. And he went with a whole punk aesthetic. Like, the whole aesthetic for this project is what made this project where it is, bro. Cause think back to like 2018, bro. Carti fits in 2018, bro. Like, his fits compared to 2017, like I said, they was two different fits and shit like that, bro. Like, Carti started wearing more like just punk aesthetic type of shit, bro. He started to really switch his style and shit like that, and it just was, the fashion was crazy. And like I said, bro, the flatbed freestyle being like one of the first examples of the Carti baby voice and shit like that, bro. Like, he didn't really use it to an advantage, but he definitely was like testing, like, cause this album, he really was testing the waters with that sound on some songs and shit. But that was like the song that he really was testing the waters with it. And it's crazy, as I'm recording this, I just not realized that, like, he dead ass really was leaning into that Whole Lotta Red V1 era, like, probably as close, cause you gotta think about it, bro. Majority of Die Lit was kind of recorded like late 2017, like majority of 2017, probably to early 2018. But really, if you think about it, he probably recorded this album from the moment, you know, 2017 to the moment it probably dropped type shit, like to the last little couple deadlines till it dropped, because it dropped in May. He started working on a Whole Lotta Red V1 era. He started really like testing the waters a Whole Lotta Red in like summertime 2018. And Flatbed Freestyle, the only song on the project that sounds similar to each song from that Whole Lotta Red V1 era. So it's crazy to think that he already was approaching the era, which why that song is like the only song that really got that right baby sounding voice and shit. Out of all the songs on the project, that's the one song that got that voice. Just a little random fact I just thought of, bro. Like, you know, nothing major. And like I said, just going back to aesthetic wise, bro, like I said, man, Carti fits was crazy at this time, bro. And this the era when all Carti edits like music videos, and like this is like A$AP Rocky. This when like the AUG movement was going on, when AUG had them DVDs type videos and shit like that, you know, with all the edits and shit. And this when no edits was started to get like crazy shit. Like everybody used to edit Carti with the butterfly emojis and shit. Like this when Playboi Carti edits was like probably one of the popular shit used back in like Instagram back in that times and shit. Then just the cover art of the Halit, but like the legendary cover art now and shit. Now, I'm pretty sure now if you don't know, man. I hate to be the bearer of bad news and shit. Now everybody know this legendary cover art and shit. Everybody knows the shit. You know, it's iconic, but the lady with the spikes hair, you know, the random nigga in the cover art and shit. Carti's just doing a fucking flip and shit. Now everybody, I'm pretty sure people know this story and shit, but if you don't know, man, Carti basically wasn't even there for this cover art. Like, he was photoshopped onto this cover art like a while later and shit. Like, the lady who had the hair and the color and shit like that, the color hair, she basically confirmed that Carti wasn't even there for the cover. Like, they didn't even know they was doing that shit. But I think he shot the shit like the same day as RIP and shit like that. So just a little major little fact and shit like that. I'm pretty sure people knew, but just a crazy. But I always found this cover art so dope though. Like, it's just legendary. Even if he wasn't there doing it, it's a crazy cover art, and it goes with the project and shit like that. Now that's the thing that I always found important in music, bro. Like, if your cover art could go with the sound of the music, that's just dope to me. That just make the album even better and shit. Cause you can listen to the album and look at the cover art and be like, man, this album looks like this cover art. Like, you can't explain it, but you know what you're talking about once you look at it. Then you know Carti has a crazy feature running around this time and shit like that, bro. Like, Carti was dominating on features and shit. Come on, bro. With Chief Keef was crazy than a bitch, nigga.
When the pill stand, shot on the block with me, wearing Chanel. Too much dope in here, I can't smash. Too many guns in here, I can't tell.
Come on, bro. Get Drip with Lil Yachty was fire, nigga. Ain't doing nothing. Doing that was fire, nigga. Come on, bro. His verse on A$AP Rocky Butt Shots was crazy than the bitch. Like, Carti had a point to prove this shit, bro. Like, he really was showing that he was here to stay, bro. Like, that ass, like 2017 was a crazy year for bro and shit like that. That was a good, like, debut year for him for the mainstream and shit like that, you know, with self-titled Magnolia and shit. But it just something about 2018 that it just really stuck out. Like, bro came this time and really did his motherfucking thing, but shit was insane, bro. And then the Neon tour was crazy, bro. Like, I was too young, bro. I was too young and shit like that. You know, your boy was, you know, I ain't gonna lie, financially, boy wasn't looking good. And I was a kid down there. Like, I wasn't a kid, but I was young as shit, though, man. It's like, bruh, the motherfucking Neon, every time I think back to just later, I follow hella fan pages of Carti on Instagram, bro. Like V-Long Carti, all that shit, bro. Hella fan pages of Carti and shit. And I was following that back at the time. And it's like, man, bro, like, I'll never forget, bro, the motherfucking Lit, the Neon tour was crazy. Some of the most craziest, fireest merchandise, too, bro. I still want that Rest in Peace shirt to this day, bro. But the skeleton shirt, man, the smiley face shit, the motherfucking, all that shit was crazy. That was some of the best tour merch I think Carti has had, bro. And it's great to look back, like, look at it now for the Narcissist era tour and shit like that. Like, that merch don't hit on nothing that this merch had, bro. The merch drop for the Neon tour was crazy, bro. Like, some of that shit really, like, still get, like, in the limelight today. Like, all the clips and shit like that, bro. Like, that shit just made me mad. Like, that was just, like, that shit would have been insane, bro. And then, like, it started in, like, summertime. It led up to, like, the end of 2018. He was performing like majority a whole lot of Red V1 songs and shit like that, you know. But I'ma say that for the next video I do on Carti and shit. The whole, like, I'm doing a whole lot of Red for the next and shit, but that's another topic for the end of the video for sure. But man, bro, Carti in 2018 in general, bro, like I stated earlier, bro, he had something to prove this shit, bro. Like, that ass, but now, despite Lit having a leak, like, you know, a forced leak type of situation and shit, it still didn't stop the album for being a classic, though, man. This project literally still get talked about to this day, bro. People still beg Carti to go back to this sound, though. Like, that ass, like, people still want this type of music and shit. And you gotta think, bro, when Lit first came out, bro, this album did not get that, like, the way Lit get praised and looked at now, that's the case for each Carti album, but that wasn't the case for Lit at all, bro. People was looking at this album as some of the worst shit. Like, it was like the mumble rap Gulu or something. Like, people did not fuck with this album as much as they fuck with it now and shit. And it's crazy to see the sudden switch, but that's just any Carti album in general, bro. They switch up at the wild and shit. Once, like, time go by and shit and people really soak it in and shit, everybody down there realized how goated this album really was and shit. And that's really what it was. This album was just goated in a bitch, bro. And it Carti at a point could even, like, you feel me? Like, he knows that and shit like that, bro. He just dropped the and a vinyl for. He just dropped the official vinyl for it just like probably a month ago on his actual website. He dropped I Am Music vinyls and he dropped Lit vinyl and shit. That Lit sometimes had vinyls. Whole lot already had vinyl. It's the only album for Carti that did have a vinyl and shit. So, you know, even he see that this project holds a lot of weight and literally was responsible for, like, kind of the underground and what the underground became and shit. This was responsible for a lot of shit, like, in general, but this project really stemmed, like, hella shit. Like I said, man, 2018 was crazy, bro. It was different, you know, and then we only talking about, like, half of 2018. I ain't even touched on, like, late 2018 leading on to that, but that's, like I said, it's gonna be for another video, you know. So, just stay tuned for that. Just stay tuned for that. And that, ladies and gentlemen, we'll wrap this video up. If y'all enjoyed the video, man, y'all give the video a big ass thumbs up, man, bro. Look, bro, like I said, man, I love all y'all, and I love every single one of y'all for supporting me, standing there for me, like, we just grinding, man. I love all y'all. Gotta give praise to the Most High. Always, if it weren't for God, none of this wouldn't be possible, man. But like I said, bro, the next Carti videos, bro, and I'm saying this now. I stated this many times, but I'm saying this now. We on record. We on record right now. The next Carti video I will make will be a whole lot of Red series, bro. When I mean by series, I mean like the whole lot of Red saga, like from V1 era to V3, like to released whole lot of red and shit like that. So I'm talking about all that shit, bro. So I hope y'all be ready for the videos. That's dead ass. Like them videos might come out like sooner than later. Like it probably ain't gonna take that long to make them videos. Like you feel me? But we gonna do a whole lot of rewind. That's why I said we only doing yalllllll era. It was only right to do yalllllll, right? I couldn't just skip yalllllll and shit. But the next video for sure, we touching on everything. So I just hope y'all stay tuned for that, man. I think that's gonna be a dope little saga and shit. Gonna be fun as hell because when it comes to Carti, I know and remember everything that comes to Carti. Carti one of my favorite rappers, so I know hella shit when it comes to Carti, bro. So the shit get deep, you know, like and if you had to be there to experience that shit in real times, like that's the crazy thing about it. Like if you go to my page, I got a whole playlist called King Vamp. You go there, I got a video on on Cash Carti era. Like I've been a Carti fan since 2015. Like literally, my sister put me on. So I don't follow that man from that point on to now. Like and it's so crazy to see where he at now. Like that's insane, bro. It's crazy to see that this man is one of the biggest rappers in the world right now. But that's how it is. But like I said, man, bro, you know, y'all already know, man. Y'all check the community polls on the page, man. That's when I let y'all know what y'all want to see. Ask y'all what y'all want to see. I just let y'all know what's coming out, anything, bro. Comment what you want to see. Just let me know what you want to see, man. But for sure, if you waiting on the next Carti video, a whole lot of red saga will be the next couple videos that will come for Carti and shit like that. And then we're gonna do all eras of Carti, like up to now. But that's gonna be the main like videos that's gonna come when it comes to Carti and shit. So like I said, be on the lookout for that, man. I would not have that much else to say. I know I've been yapping too fucking much. Until the next video, man, I love all y'all. Appreciate the love and support. Thank God every day. And basically, that's it, man. So yeah, man, I love y'all. Yeah. Squad.